The sun is quite hot. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Woven here. If you are new to this channel, you're most welcome, and if you are not, thank you very much familia for returning. So I am back home, and today I'm very excited. I'm doing something a little bit different, but something I'm very passionate about. So it's Easter, and I've invited a couple of people from my village to join me. So today I'll be talking about personal finance, and I would love you guys to join me as well. I'll be discussing with them savings and investments. I'll be talking about risk. I'll be talking about insurance, and just educating the people, because I believe Namibia is at a very infant stage in terms of financial literacy, and I would just like to do a little bit more of that on my channel. If you follow me on Instagram, I've started this journey already. So yeah, I have my crew back there. That's where I'm setting up. And yeah, on the saving side, I'm specifically going to be talking about, so I'm a product of Metropolitan study policies. My parents somewhere were fortunate, and they got this information when I was growing up, and they started a study policy for me. But what stood out for me was the innovation that Metropolitan actually employed. They have an investment called Met Invest. I'm going to talk to you guys about that, and I'm going to ask them if they know it. I'm going to talk about risks, some myriad offering. Yeah, really. And I believe this is information that people need to have, you and I, because this is relevant information, and hopefully you can take away from this conversation that we're going to have. It's not planned. I'll ask a few questions. They'll probably ask a few questions, and hopefully I have the answers. But yes, stay tuned, you guys, and I'm going to start setting up now. Please do know, none of what I share here constitutes as financial advice. Please do contact a registered person or a financial advisor with NAMFISA, and just do your own due diligence before you sign up for any of these products, okay? I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Okay guys, so we improvise over here with our decor. So on Jika weekend, it's just a plant that I took from the house, and it's going to serve as our centerpiece. You guys have seen this before. I hope it works out. So I'm just going to place it as our centerpiece. Hopefully it works out. I have no idea what I'm doing right now, but I'm a creative is what I do. So hopefully this will look nice by the time I'm done here. Okay. Yeah guys, so I have tried my best, and this is how our decor looks like. I'll just maybe put a few Easter eggs here and there to represent Easter, but I think this is done. We'll just clean up properly. Okay. Okay, so we have set, we've eaten, we are going to continue eating while we're conversing. Okay, so the reason why I called you guys is for us to discuss, and I just want to understand where we are in terms of financial literacy. I talk maybe about savings, investments, and risk as well as insurance. The reason why I think we should talk about these things is because saving on its own. That's why we often find ourselves on instead of us saving for rainy days. If you have a car, saving somewhere, then you won't be worried. Are you saving? Ministry of Education.
Yes.
Where are you saving?
In the bank.
Okay. No, that's very good. But Mama, everybody saw the price of cooking oil. The price of cooking oil has increased. So when you are saving, you want to save in a place that the interest rate is below inflation. What do I mean by that? Inflation is the increase in the price of goods, the increase of petrol, in the increase of cooking oil. These days when you see whatever is happening in the world. So when you are saving, even if you are saving in the bank, you want to save, the interest rate is 4.6. That is the current inflation. Ngoteko mbanga tanti orita itampenge ngapi? It must be 4.6 and above. As I was saying, okay, me personally, when I finished university, my mom put away study policy for me. And I think it's important, even if like you have kids, you should start saving for the kids' school now. For university, you want to start in advance. For you, you probably want something a bit different. Like Metropolitan right now has a Met investment. Met investment dial. I like it because it's keeping up with the times. Naren no or mono ike policy attaching kwaka saving. But Met Invest has two sides. Una o saving guy a long term, no saving guy to duluku yako ukatale koshimali washoe. Which is I think very important. O saving unangu kala to duluku excess ngoshimali wa una washipumbu. Instead of saving a Kenya edula nano edula longo to dulo shimali washoe to have access to it. So that's what Metropolitan has done. And I'm talking specifically about Metropolitan Shashi. They are very close by. You can walk into an office and they can assist you. So in terms of savings, una two choices. This Met Invest has two components. You have a long-term investment. For the kids' school, for your wedding. Usually, and especially in our families, there's always emergencies. So then there's the long-term one from 5 years, 10 years, and 15. And then you have the flexible investment, which is you can access it as from 12 months. Yeah.
Onima jina paka kaina kama jina study pala sabuni hadiko kometa operating. Mara ndigi yanga. Shage me December nganya shima ya tufana. I don't know if it's right. They call it is it a back to school. I don't know. I find myself like when I'm broke like in January is when I go claim the money just to help my kids to go back to school. So that is what now.
So within the study policy, there's a portion of back to school. How they could pay. Okay, I think that's good. I don't really know about that product, but I think that is a good way that you're taking that. What I make an study policy. What you need to go do then. To understanding what is it that you are paying. So you need to understand Metropolitan, tell me. They must be able to give you. To vapula no kuja eshi heinane konga esho kana kaenta akafika kufikola ndicho tapaka peno shimaliwa eshi tamwe fenge ndinane konga because a policy na do dino ovelio sare nyengo akatokufa ko ondoka kale kusho peno shimaliwa sho kana taka ko skola mbolika shipo so akala okufa so I'm basically just saying if you pay for a policy it's your right to ask whatever insurance company you have. They must explain to you. So you need to ask Almavato ta venani malwa. Imalwange ili kuifike pen. Eshi tampenge ngandi kufeko. Uno ndongo takashari lako shango. Eshi ne hai kufa konga. And then you look at those options. Genga kunasha. Again, I mean mulomboleke the option I know. The Met Investor opene pocket adilin bag. Imoto do kutambe ngashokoka saving aneko the savings pocket yoko Met Invest. Tota meyepe fell. $100 you put on $100 after 12 months to do kala okupako. To kala no component da hiyo long term we tota make minimum is 5 years. To do kutameka no $500. Minimum ayo 5 years neni no return ili now. And again inankala matila if you ngengwa mo investment dasha una kubula kucherite na dango dilinge ipi nengerite na kadili na still you can terminate. So Hendrik, you need to go back and ask ovelio angeli puingapi weka kango no shimali washu no taka teningo 18 na oshimali washu tashika kala shifike pen. It's very important. Oponena to dulu kumana kucha emboli itikala ali andiko back to school oyi longi fano ka saving akana ndoke feli loko 200 da ndikale hei kwata. Your study policy you know na they pikililinga sheli. Ubuka machweno value yiwa pumba. Ushwete? It's very important.
Okay. There is this thing about Oh, thank you. About sometimes you find the investment or the savings is written that it increases with 5% after 5 years or with 10%, you know, and they will tell you that no, it's only increasing with 5% depending on the economy. That's something I just kind of don't understand. What does it mean?
Okay. So it depends on the type of investment you have. And I can only give you an answer based on the research I've done. And I will always come back to the Met investment. When we went into lockdown, the Bank of Namibia kept decreasing the repo rate, the repo rate, that decrease. That rate affects everything else. Tasi gengo ta ipo pedu nina navo value yote iduluku ya pedu. Gengo yuka pombada nina navo value yuka pombada. Weteko. So even especially gengo yuka nina no more long term investment. Otoba pulango vekupe 8 to 10%.
8 to 10.
At least, at the very least, kucha guys. Or interest rate must at least be 8 to 10%.
Not 5 downward.
Aye. You know,
8
to 10 if you are in a long term, even maybe more. Unless you are comfortable with 5 and below.
But do I have to decide that or they decide because it's theirs and I'm investing with them?
Okay. Gengo uri monando dulile dulambali, pamene kupengo 5. Mangenge menyuli mo like now 10 years.
Yeah.
Like this, the Met invest. I saw it's between 8 to 12%. Then it makes sense.
Yeah.
So, over now, Colombia option don't just take what they are giving you. You must listen to all the options. Then they must tell you what is the downside. And sometimes no iholongo ni maliwa o 5% da kuse kujote itisike no. Kuse kujote itisike 5%. Ne ano no ya tumune statement. Ne no femba. Okuya mo Metropolitan okuya pa ho nan. Tati pengo statement dange. Is your right?
Right.
They to understand ya kucha imaliwa ilipen. Where is your money right now? Is it gaining value? Sometimes not on making body money or they losing value.
Imarwa ine hatu kufako or have tarakoshte like nenga saving no 500 from there shati barafika na kufako kufako pambra ne kwa inji no kuanga ngoshime sama tuangi.
Yeah. Okay. So there's no meant invest in two sides. Ne? Or long-term investment iyo compulsory, no short-term investment. Or long-term to do kala mwedula nano 5 years fixed, or 10 years or 15 years. Component da yupi or nane or your flex. You can touch it anytime after 12 months. To do kuya kone mali washo. That ne obuto dulu kuya koshashi otati o interest ayo tala kukupa at least 12%. If mali washo shikoki. Ne? And I think it's important gengo to saving for a long term oshimali ushefe shikoki. Osho te shefa tokala if it's 200 even 500 to tulak ne? It's December there una kulandi kulia okele unota sina ko skola you have to buy school books, shoes. School uniform is killing our pockets. School uniform. Yeah, you know, then you have access to that part. Genge, let me say this. When you Gengo ulime policy, try as hard as possible. Gengo ulimo saving. Oshimaliwashu heshkumi. Gengo veku pekucho 5-year duration. Try ngoshimaliwashu heshkumi. And then toto puyo saving Oshone wete ngashine ino side da dilimbali ndishi kufayo flexi umotula 100 or 200 or 300 toli mange papa toli mange pa ngengo uhole ngasho dano ka bets ngagimba yeah to reduce ngo ka bets nga this month opu increase saving gayo ngengo holi kutu ngasa ku kadi mo ulwetha to reduce ngo kashona opu tule ka saving aka to dulungengo wanga ko mbuyasha to iko ne oshafimana even me unjilimo one long term investment fund but it takes a lot of discipline oshimaliwasho ndesho kume ndamone kucha oshimaliwasho ne shefe ndape ikufa kafela apa ndi saving up ngenge no mumbo yake ya be mumbo dinango kuya mumbo ya tipu
How so man? Chaka dineshi mboli mbela. Anu venya shabana bahenuko kutufatululila na wanao.
It's true.
Utakalongi fa poike ngo no language inya talongi fa mutu pa insurance.
It's true.
Otota mekeke tokoma na maru ushiro ne kudite.
It's true.
Uwete so numba inflation akacha to mombero to dimoso. Malo siyo nyo ina umbili pale.
It's true. And in cases like that where someone is using financial terms,
Yeah.
we detect. Otoche kame we detect. It's okay. Tocha kame we detect. Nongenge we detect ndito fatu lilenge shimali wasange shimukufa bakwetu. Don't be afraid nge ku detect. To think kwetu we detect shimashi washangange. Bring it down to layman terms. Ndude kutoshimali wasango tanishikala peni. Shashosiri, otaleke ukupukifa. I'm looking for investment terms, I'm looking for insurance terms, but we are not serving the purpose. The product is good. Malon, it explain it now. It explain it now. That's why don't be afraid. And I'm talking to you guys as well. Eh? I'm not only talking to my guests. If you have an investment policy, an insurance policy, and you don't understand, ask the people to break it down to you in normal terms. It's your hard-earned money that you're paying for.
Uyanga ngoni washangwa shima. Wakati penya utokala wahala kukeshi. Keshi stopa kuchasi hapo. Ni shala naji. Woki yanga neste iko mbele wa. Shikansera ito refund. Paifene mo kwa harifanda mwa siku fosa iko ukaengo ne wapa pato shima sasa swatile kanoli. Mbona mwana medura dia. Uyanga ke tifonse.
It's true.
Ushima ukale nasho.
It's true.
Mara ushishino venino shiala ka.
It's true. And memo kuno problem hili ngao pay fesinga.
Yeah.
Ne? Sometimes on mesha tushangba ono iko shiri walo for life cover. Mara shinga sisa tulandi 5 someone is selling you a product. Take for life take for alio ka product akamukenya.
Natango tekando
Tekando bolele moveke kuditi. Olo epuko ekeli liko ke company. Epuko na tango ili tupe. I blame us also. Also I know she my way of should it. It's like when you are teaching. Okana shege takati yes. Esta kakashango da kashangi polopolo. Ya kapo makombo. Does she not suffer the consequences? Yeah, it's the same for us. Oto shangaike, oto sainaike, you don't understand, and then at the end of the day, you suffer the consequences. But some of these products are good if you wait it out until the end. But where we are, especially as the young generation, flexibility. That's why, again, I come back to the Met Invest, just no flexibility, on the flexi side, and the long-term one. And you have the option of adding on a funeral benefit in measure. Oshimali Shimenoko, it's a product I came across. I don't know if you guys are familiar with it. A product is a good product, Mala, and Gatwish. There is a myriad product. Or myriad. Myriad is different, but it's also accessible in Metropolitan. So they give a life cover. To this day, I know they are the only one small marketer that give discount on your premium. Life cover, they can give you a discount depending on your health or BMI, body mass, or qualification. They can give you up to 20% discount on your premium. So to this day, Myriad is the only one that gives or discount on your premium up to 20%, depending nenge vatale kucho wa measuring bangepi. And then on top of that, if you qualify for that discount, Nena, you also qualify for an additional amount on your life cover equal to what you are covered for. Dito ike medical. Life cover medical. Now you qualify for the same amount without going for medicals. Ngengo we uno 2 million, utoduluku yako 4 million. Dito ino hoke medical. I know. That's why I was like, why don't
we never talked about that though?
Yes.
Like, I'm hearing it.
Yes, and that's not the only one. Yeah. On top of that, they have an additional free funeral cover of 50,000. Really free. So sometimes you have an extra funeral cover here to add the life. That Myriad product on your life, you have a free funeral cover of up to 50,000.
So I don't understand why we are not educating the people about these things.
Jealous.
So you take it for somebody like your mother, perhaps, so you pay for it, but you're not in.
Yes, so you can take it for your mom. So there's an insured life, and the person that's paying the premium. For your mom, take a medical then, no, you just pay the premiums, then she's covered. On top of that, omire doinana tango or disability. You guys know disability cover. I can't stress, especially for me, how important it is in Namibia. Every day there's a car accident. Every day there's a what. Ne? So they have a disability cover that says it's own occupation, and they are the only ones that have own occupation. Own occupation. A company do ordinary own occupation or similar. I will explain the difference. A company do that you are a teacher. If you are disabled but you are in a wheelchair, so they don't recognize it as a full disability. Disability is supposed to cover you for when you are when you can't do your work or whatever. What Myriad does is own occupation. They will pay for it. Then they also look at partial. Una disability kanjo. Na vihodana netanga. It's a very important, I think, personally for me.
What they do most they try to make you understand. Those people are sweet talker. Like they could penela relevant information. Guys, I'm on the Giangate, Shangba man, we sang Bakamunga, you will have Calapo. Mogapeslev, I went to Africa 1 week. The Shangba Koshima. Malas, I say, I'm not popping now. Benefit.
You guys,
I mean, Handy Mobile more the beginners.
Shangen, and especially disability. Imagine yourself, you are driving to another car accident. Then what? You know, sir? So life cover, he can't cover you. You are disabled. Then what?
Ukatemba kakundura kuno namu.
I have one.
Ngenge kabe pono na wataundura katemba then.
When you get in, they're gonna pay you like 4,000 or something like that, depending on how much you pay. Disability is there.
Okay.
Death is there.
Okay.
And then there's savings also in there.
Okay.
It gives you money after 5 years only. And there's what again? 5. The other thing is what? Or accident. When you die because of accident, they're gonna pay extra. Because there's this usual death most, but if it's accident, then you pay extra. It's called 5 in 1. It's with Metropolitan, I think.
Metropolitan, very important. And I can tell you, for me personally, I can honestly sit here and say I'm on the Myriad. When going to a company, they handle they I am going for Myriad. That
is Myriad a company or just a name of
it's a, you can also get it through Metropolitan. Myriad. So Asha Waiko agent Metropolitan at the Ondaro Myriad life cover on disability avo. And then they have critical illness. Or critical illness, Myriad's critical illness covers the most illnesses in Namibia. Kapeno company file. A illness I got said to Angeko old Mitchell to Angeko Salam. Myriad the Kwedi Cavaringa. Myriad's life cover covers you even if you are HIV. If you are positive. They cover you for that. What you need to do is just at the beginning, una could disclose, I'm HIV positive. Then tataleke CD for that and get procedure davo. Then they can say we are covering you for this much. Talo dinga and all those things. On top of that, they cover your children for free. Ngashisava to know, like even if you have 20 children, they are covered.
Biological only.
If you prove that even if it's not biological, but if you can prove I've been taking care of it, all those things. For critical illness, they are covered for free. And they even say, no disease okay, momo lista ete irinando ko South Africa. Natangwa to ifupeki. Nando disease okay, momo lista ete maika coveringa. Ndo haifu tanando ko discovery mo South Africa. Ilo irinando ko san la mande mushake imo, ilo irinando ko old mutual and happy food. Wata atina tango openo mikifidimo pata discovering bina discovering mana tango ngengo wake hapo na tango hatu ufutu
tati kuchonki so se
muka umo
kontraka yetu tutasaini ne kaumu.
That's called breadth of cover.
Singashi aicha hivi kala iningucha nendo akabo nnu kati karawana medura dule pombali lo dili pombali kuka kufu ngo kuli mulimwe
Esa shobon to purangone kucho shike to covering lo meli medula dikupi. They want to insure you. Insurance is very important, but they also need to protect themselves.
You can die anytime if you are too sick. Does needed cover disability?
Yes.
Disability number 1. Number 2, any disease.
Yeah, critical illness.
Critical illness.
That they cover about 230 critical illnesses. More list I have. 190. Yeah. So a married policy starts at 150 minimum. And that can cover your life, disability, critical, depending on what you choose. $1 million, $500,000. And then for children, it starts at $100 because you can also cover your children starting age 15.
$100 per child, $100
For the whole thing.
all the children that I have.
Okay, so a critical illness, it covers you. For your children, it's free. For all your children, all the diseases that you are covered for, they are also covered. And then on top of that, they have 13 additional covers just for children alone. It's also for free. For critical illness, I know it's a standalone.
Can you put your partner in?
More cavamo.
That is my husband, sir.
No, your husband, no, spouse automatic. But sometimes, you know, as young people, we don't really want to. Yeah.
Dianje ko sango ko esa.
Eso pai.
Diandi ko pinga ko tutakala
That
na.
is true. Tu kan ni ya tonga wango makamo ndio fingo.
Yeah. You can, but you just need to prove. Kucho molana na sick.
Yeah.
Prove relate na
document or proof.
Yeah.
Nangola ndema unona.
Yeah, why no na is better.
Mai pishi. Kucha. Mirieta qualify kwa hiyo kwa nini yeye ngenge ndana na kondimo ne benefit ngenge ndana na koni mai mwidi. Qualify kwa nini symbolic tu.
So the question is, after how many months am I covered?
Yeah.
So Myriad has immediate cover.
Iwa.
Ne? As soon as they receive your application, manga inonano. Ne? Manga inonano, uno immediate cover. And then your policy begins on the first of the next month. But as soon as they receive your application form, Nino are covering.
Yeah. Just say, I need it today.
Yeah.
That one I live on my no one number.
Covering by means that anything happen, they will pay.
Anytime from there.
Benefit.
Anything happen?
Which is nice.
Yeah.
But maybe to yourself and again no kwa waka ngaparinga maveni.
Na baka varinga? Mo Myriad.
One person at a time.
It's Myriad.
Myriad have immediate cover. That even if you sign your application form, they receive it today, and they have not deducted yet. Someone bumps you and you die.
they will cover and they will pay for it.
That's really nice. Honestly.
Yes.
Osho sure.
Yeah.
Oyima tatire na.
Yeah.
Mwejo heya.
After 6 months, they will tell us no. After 6 months, Kama, it's when you get paid.
Natango 6 months hawatapakala.
I think there are certain things ngasho nungengo tavele. Untavele nawe wapatura ngokuta ukuna ukaleli momwenyu for a certain period mangina tofuta. Ne, that is correct. Mala in terms of wajeka pande kupo OF ndetos.
Yeah.
Then they must pay.
Namandara ngoni namandinapone koloko.
Yeah.
Ya o manga no kwahakara nami umoto terere wafute mwe dinat. Umoto terere wafute mwe diaman modula ndala ne po mireda po kucha. Yenge no dinano kufuta ngapi opondiki hange pehena sha ulumo mumbu kashiponga nde ki hange ike ngondiri mujunde ngeno hidrungone kufutayo.
Yeah. Mireda, again I'll explain. In terms of when are you eligible for claim, Myriad has immediate cover. As soon as they receive your application form, then you are covered. What they go? More death, more life cover. Shava receiving your application form, I will make sure you sign money now. When you make sure you tell 2-3 months. Aye. You are covered immediately. As long as you have disclosed everything and there was honesty, of no immediate cover.
Whether it's natural death after they received my application, whether it's natural or accidental death,
The payout.
then there is no reason to wait.
Yeah.
There is no reason to wait.
I want a Myriad cover or life, disability, critical illness, and income protector. My question is, if today you lose your job, are you covered? And that's the importance of insurance, is to transfer risk to somebody else, so that you you can sleep at night. You know, is to transfer the risk to somebody else.
That is true, man. Storongwa no o itashange yokuilonga igini mawe
Kasi kulombole ngatiko omet investor yo iwa ashike kaino komisi nina minge ngo ikushange komisi yange keilina. That's why hanupu na to ange handi shingifange ngite ipengo komisi ashiko product now. Now her question was a product or income protect on what basis? On what basis will you pay out?
That's my question.
Firstly, they will not pay out if you say ni alali kulonga. Andi kana ngaku. What is that? Because that is according to your own will. You chose to stop working. But in the event of retrenchment, in the event of wamonoshipongi to durugu, or you can protect the ringa nande ko limembete. For those days we remember, every day that you are remember to take a photo amount their salary. So you can get, you can insure 100% of your gross income. Kaishoneta, gross income.
Gross.
Yeah.
Zero.
So like insuring that the higher amount, how much are they going to deduct maybe?
So it depends on how much now. And that is the thing with income protector, it can be a bit costly because they are saying, "Oh, income make your ningo ika tukupi, yengo wa insuring."
The more higher it is, the higher you get.
So that is income protector. What it renchingwa?
Yeah.
Ito durukulonga. Ne, nanti doctor we could booking out for a whole month. Salary you people to go income protector. But that's protecting go income. It's very important.
To perhaps have a link or a pamphlet or where they advertise their services and all that, where I can just go and trade, you know?
Okay.
Maybe online and all that.
Yeah. So I will send you a link. You guys, I'll leave a link in the description below for Myriad and the Met Invest, where you can contact them. But for you guys,
I don't have pamphlets. I'll just forward on your phones and then you can read up on it.
And the Metropolitan. Chokakula night.
Kwalukira wanafika lilipetaka hapo.
No money. Anubode batala now.
Batala koma.
And then we plan retirement. You guys, it's very important. And this is a question I always ask. Do you ever sit down and say, Oshimashi, utashikawane nangengo una ndapenjelwa? Oshimali washi. Ngashishe tule nimo JPF is defined benefit. Mushishi naloso. Ite kulombe uja koni mae duladi. Oshimali washi oshishi. Ngengo wa papa. Epulo alia napa kucha. Eshi oshitalo oshimali washi utashike kuwane na.
No.
Exactly.
The reason, I mean, the answer is straight no.
No. O retirement do ne itaya apa kucha. Ngenge no oshimali washo, it is advisable for retirement annuity outside of for retirement daiho kufake pangela. Number one benefit oshilio tax free. Shava shidimo ka pay slip tofuto tax. Yeah. Tofuto tax akoshimali washo. Ostivali no kuna tango ngengo sha investwa mo fandili nawa oshino interest. Kesungwa pato tulo retirement dawe vapula po interest apa monjole vapula kuti ngapi shashi oshimali washi pongusho. Like for example, what you can buy with $100 today and what you can buy with $100 in 1990.
It's not the same.
It's a difference.
The difference. That is how you see your value of money. So if you can kepa ya mangako, sacrifice a bit and save for your retirement. And save for emergencies. Ete yela la topa. O me boya pepa kuiti peleki. Me kurena kwa spangelo diva. All those things. It's important to save. Because when you don't save, that is how we find ourselves at cash loan. Cash loan no interest I can both 30%. Yes. So, cover emergency cover, but what they say is or saving guy no interest.
Plus interest. At the end of the day, maybe 6 months on the Ningapnando, shake your money.
Yes.
No shamba ko interest rate ipeduka.
Interest hacha high sense. Sha trombelo. Yai tupele la kucho yunga acha ike. Interest high sense jene.
How long
Hai ninja ipe dia ipomba.
sometimes you have a problem like it's
saving I like.
Mala me fio pe fini mo disappointment ile ku Metropolitan.
Ne, totola kono 500. Your minimum. Toto totola ko 1,000 or 10,000 is your minimum if you have their money. But they say tota make po 500. Ko flexi ne, tota make pe fail. Ne, 100 is minimum, but you can put 200 or 300 or whatever. After 12 months, you start accessing your flexi. Ne, tacho you have ongera bongo. You can start accessing your flexi. O long time mai to have.
you don't touch it at all.
You don't touch it at all. After 5 years, amwala na kutoto lo shunda shwe. Engo bonte to. Oshiri?
So you are the situation we find ourselves in,
Yeah.
Flex is more important.
having flex is also fine.
Yeah. So that's why they say it's gaombol. It's together, it's 2 in 1. So that they encourage you to save for long term while you also have access to your money.
Gosh.
Yeah.
Po media dape.
Yeah.
Oye mo decía la.
O hina nashike ko kapesle pa. Ilo hina neongo bali kombang.
Yeah. Mire dane okuita vela kucha keshemwe okuna kale no shono shimali washati. Numurashi hana ne moka pesle pa. Unjuza Mary di hana ne moka pesle.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Ngete ya komo pendi ma ko ishiri.
Yeah.
Nalata.
Sasi unani kukala wakoteka.
Yeah, mo 19.
ukutane ngengo wefa ndino nanwa obi wakato na medula dishodo ndeto wakali no nanwa ndo shiponga tashuya hapa nga
uno area no area
kapena wali kokololo
Duru kuya kwa mchecha tavule ni shimali wa shen
oduru kuja kufika shimali wa
shen shimali wa shen yoko shiri pa fanga shekete jomo shalopo tashaja
tukagenda jamuju
oko kwa ali ya mendi kikati kwa
ya gapi kwa
Mirieda mandenga
Mirieda
ami shamba ye piki mala ngete hapo na shingo wa ipo last week ndapila kana bokete kana ngale mu bitang mwe tunane tula ya tuneste to etapo hapo tunane duranga
hai Mirieda mo
stokatanga ndano polisi ali mo metropolitan mo checkmate ilo hivi
checkmate kwali nenwa one
amembela ne sangange tena shit sasa ukutane kange kuchayo toka moni na boy fika hapa mala toka like to nende uka toliko omalo otoka umona
ai
mafeli
no
ondaka helingo sasa winyo kwa lomba kucha nende ndilie gainya wacho ndina kuimona
ai
ndaka te kompre na pacha tati unno akafatura ngemombero amyo kwa kapange ko shope na shoka anda anda mimbolo yake niji
Oshili?
Oli mongo na kufamwe back ula kufamwe la tanan ula watele lange no kudeze boka yange ke hadi
mara watu
choenda to ningi ngao ko ni ama mara ngine afatu ilange petameko
oya fatu le
na fatu ilange nao kwa ita hekenga ikeni
ai
tatu no na fel o maturity polisi ya machiwalati
After how many years?
longo
kangi
aje nani ma aje nani fili ambili tangoni mandaona wazata
paifa wakandu kasiko wakala uli mukando salati
wo petameko
ai kwale udakuta
onno petameko oya convincinga ngasangenge oya lombwerange
Epo-
politikayo loko tata campaign wali oino ali na tokufamu omwalu wo mavyo milongo tatu toka moni wili lo toka
ndio lichimwe ramu ife esi nende mwishangifangana nekombanga
milongo ishakashara pala
ngengo kwapengene 5 years o minimum ndishi
commit investor
o commit mala ko ke kavadimwe
aka kuno minimum
ko
is in the event
sala kutangenge nando ndapenjelwa ndo heiduru kufuta
yalo
o eipikileke na Mirieda wange
topikileke na Mirieda we
ayo mbidio
amo ndala ndira jina nekombanga kwa kuna mama senda vyo papa nga itamangelinya aye aje ikidroyo.
Hey you guys, so we are picking up. My guests have left. I hope you've learned one or two things, financial, personal finances, and I'll try to do more of this. Even in Venduk, I'll probably try to have like smaller sessions and we can just discuss, engage. Let me know if there's something that you would like to know, and we can maybe have it as a discussion point. Any questions, any contributions, yeah, your experiences with even the companies that I've mentioned, please just do share, and I hope you guys enjoy the video. From moving, it's goodbye. Hanota kola maka video kangoli non kaluli.